What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Power Shop. It's your boy Lil Slim. I'm coming at you at Lil Slim TV on YouTube, and you can also reach me at my Instagram handle. It's at the real Lil Slim 17 on Instagram. Once again, that's at the real Lil Slim 17 on Instagram. Welcome back, everybody. I want to welcome you back to another show today. We have a sports update. I couldn't wait till the next day because I wanted to get into the college football, mainly talking about Nebraska versus Colorado. Watching that game last night, it's plain to see that Colorado has plenty fixing that they need to do, right? I warned Buff Nation and I warned the Buffaloes that Nebraska would be foaming at the mouth waiting for you guys. And bro, it showed last night. I mean, from the first quarter. And I'm giving you my observation of what I saw in that game, because what I saw Nebraska take Colorado heart from them. They took y'all heart from y'all in the first quarter, bro. You know what I'm saying? These guys came out and they punched you in the mouth, Colorado. That's what happened, Colorado. You got punched in the mouth and you got your ass kicked. That's what happened. They beat you physically and they beat you mentally. I mean, they beat you up so physically and mentally, by the time the third and the fourth quarter got there, y'all ain't even want to play no more. Y'all ain't even want to play no more. So, Coach Prime, you got to go back and reevaluate these boys. You know what I'm saying? Because they went into a hostile environment and they didn't step up to the plate. You understand what I'm saying? Nebraska came to Colorado and played the Buffs last year. Buffs won in Colorado. But the Buffs had to go into Nebraska and they had to go into this hostile environment. And like I said, from the first quarter, and I also warned that this game was going to be won in the trenches. The game was going to be won at the line of scrimmage. And that's just what happened. Nebraska dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, on defense and offense. Colorado, second week in a row that you couldn't establish the run. Run game wasn't nowhere to be found. Also, you couldn't stop the run. You couldn't stop the run. And you might say, well, Slim, why are you being so critical of Colorado? I'm being critical of Colorado because I'm pulling for the Buffs. I'm rocking with Coach Prime. I rock with the Buff Nation. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm telling the Buffaloes what they need to do, it's just out of, I'm just a fan that's frustrated because I know y'all better. Colorado, we know y'all better than that, right? You got Travis Hunter on the field. He's showing too much frustration. He's on the field, he's throwing his hands up, and he's frustrated. And Travis, you got to realize, bro, next year you going to be a pro. You going to be a pro. And everything ain't going to go your way. Everything is just not going to go your way. Like I said, it all begun in the first quarter. And they beat y'all up in the trenches. They won those battles in the middle. And like I said, Colorado couldn't establish a running game to save their life. To save their whole life, they couldn't establish a running game. So then we goes into the second quarter. Shedeur still can't do nothing. He's running for his life. Offensive line, Coach Prime, y'all got to go back to the drawing board. Last week you gave up 1 sack. That was okay. Against Nebraska, you gave up 5 sacks. Now, if you go back and listen to my last sports update, when I gave the update on Colorado, I told Colorado that I can see that you went and got some bigger guys. I can see that. But at the same time, you still look small. You still look slightly smaller, is what I'm saying to you. And that showed yesterday, because you know them big corn huskers from Nebraska on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. You know, they got 300-pounders. These 300 pounds is nothing to these guys. You know, they got NFL-sized linemen on the offensive side and the defensive side. Colorado, you ain't got some guys, but you're still undersized. And I mentioned that in my last video. Nebraska, they looked bigger. And they looked stronger than the Buffs. So you had all that going. And Coach Prime know that. Coach Prime saw it, he know it. I don't know what you gonna do, Buff Nation. Coach Prime and the school, they're gonna have to do something about your nutrition diet. What kind of nutrition plan they have y'all on, because bro, we need y'all to beef up. We need y'all to get beefed up to be able to compete with these NFL-sized offensive linemen and defensive linemen. Coach Prime, you got to let your players know that they going up against NFL caliber type players in this college football. You understand what I'm saying? You're not even in SWAC. You're not playing in SWAC no more. Everybody know SWAC, you know, you have great, awesome players playing in SWAC, but we also know that they undersized, right? They undersized. Last year, Coach Prime, first year coming to Colorado, he brought a lot of guys with him. And once again, they was fast, but they was undersized. You see what I'm saying? So that's why Coach Prime, I thought, you know, you was going to come back this season and you was going to be much more beefed up. You know, put some weight on these guys. You know, go out in the portal and get you some 300-pound guys. That's not only big, strong, but they need to be fast too. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I saw from Nebraska yesterday. They was big, they were strong, and they was fast. Shedeur, you let a freshman quarterback beat you. This guy's a freshman. Colorado, you know, they were so rattled, you know, and they couldn't get good field position. And then next thing you know, Shedeur throws a pick six. Shedeur throws a pick six. And from there, it just was like, you know, the camel's back was broken because Colorado just couldn't find their footing. They just couldn't find their footing after that. And it just seemed like it was downhill from there. And like I told you just now, a few minutes ago, you got punched in the mouth. You got your ass kicked. But I see why. I see why. I know what happened. I watched that game with my own eyes. And I know what happened. You was too slow and you was too undersized to compete with Nebraska. Freshman quarterback. The guy didn't turn over. He didn't have no turnovers. He didn't have no turnovers. There's a play, I don't know, I think it was like in the second or third quarter where Nebraska quarterback threw the ball and he threw it to a tight end. Bentley was on him. Bentley tipped the ball and the ball just went back to the man. Just went back to the guy he was checking, and I was like, oh man, this just ain't y'all night. When plays like that happen, bro, it just be like, oh man, this ain't our night here. Stuff like that happen, you know. And then you had a slew of injuries. Shiloh went out with a forearm. We still don't know the status of how serious the injury is with his forearm, but he hurt his forearm and Shiloh was out of the game in the first quarter. And it seemed like that defense, you know, they knew Shiloh wasn't back there, and they just like, I don't know. But what I do know is I know Shiloh is the heart of that defense, because that showed last night. When he went out in the first quarter, defense, man, they looked like they just was, you know, they was already getting beat up at the line of scrimmage, getting beat up in the trenches. And then Shiloh, you know, the enforcer. We lost our enforcer. When the enforcer went out the game, you know, the defense looked like they, you know, it knocked some air out of them. And then, like I said, the game, the physicality of the game, and then the mental, like, they just couldn't get it together. Colorado, they just couldn't find themselves. They just couldn't get it together. And like we all know, when you coming into Nebraska and then you coming into this hostile environment, you got to be ready to play. You have to be ready to play. Colorado, what we need you to do is, we need you to focus on football. I don't need all my players wearing gold chains. We don't need to wear big chains all up under our shoulder pads and all that, because what that chain do for you? What is that chain doing for you? Why y'all feel like y'all need to be wearing big gold chains and big diamond chains and all that around your neck? You know what I'm saying? Nebraska have players that got NIL deals. The whole college football is NIL. So everybody getting paid. If you step foot on a field, you getting paid. Okay? So everybody's NIL. Some players have bigger and more NIL deals than other players. But if you on that football player, if you on that football field, you NIL and you getting money. You getting paid. So Colorado, Nebraska, they have players, they NIL. I didn't see these players, everybody got a gold chain or a diamond chain on up under their shoulder pads. Colorado, that's not important. That's not important. What's important is you focusing on the game. You see what I'm saying? You focusing on the game. You playing a physical game of football What you got? A $50,000 chain around your neck? You know what I'm saying? You get hit, that shit pop. Next thing you know, you're mad because you're going to pop your chain. See, that's what I'm saying. You focus on the wrong thing. You shouldn't even be worried about no damn chain when you getting your ass kicked in the game like this here. You understand what I'm saying? If I was y'all, and I was getting my ass kicked like that, oh man, I'm in the locker room taking that shit off. I'm taking these gold chains and diamond chains, taking all that off, man. You see what I'm saying? And excuse my language, because I just cussed, but that's because I got emotional. I got emotional behind Colorado, bro, because what I'm saying is, bro, y'all is focused. Y'all ain't focused on the right thing. Prime got to get y'all focused. Coach Prime, you need to tell them boys to stop wearing that jewelry and all that shit, bro. Again, my apologies. Coach Prime, tell them to stop wearing the jewelry, bro. The jewelry is a distraction. Whether they say it's not a distraction, whether it is or whether it's not. Coach Prime, stop the players from wearing jewelry, bro. Stop the players from wearing jewelry. Because you go run up against every team. These teams ain't got no jewelry on, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, I'm steady seeing Colorado, you know, they got to come in the game, you know what I'm saying, with diamond chains and jewelry on. You know? Prime, stop it, bro. Stop your players from doing that, bro, and focus on football. You know what I'm saying? When you take your shoulder pads off and all that, but I ain't interested in seeing your chain. I'm not interested in what kind of chain you got on. I'm interested in a win or a loss. That's what we interested in. We ain't interested in seeing your jewelry, bro. We ain't interested in that. You know what I'm saying? When I'm looking at a football game, bro, I don't care about how you living. I don't care about how much money you getting. I'm looking at a football game. You understand? I'm looking at a football game. I could care less how you're living and what you got and all that there. So Coach Prime, we need you to refocus these players and, you know, get these guys' mind on the game. Because seem to me like most of them just thinking about money. You understand? And what they need to realize is that in college football, nowadays, everybody getting money. Everybody getting paid. You understand? So Coach Prime, bro, you and the coaches, we need y'all to refocus these guys. By the way, Pat Schumer, he called the lousy game. He called the lousy game. That's, by the way, your offensive coordinator who been in the NFL 23 years. He got this, you know, he got this pro resume, right? But he called a lousy game last night. So I just wanted to put that in there too. Shador, you and Pat Schumer need to get on the same page. Because last night, both of y'all looked bad. So, that's just what it is. Buff Nation. You know what I'm saying? We had to catch, it was a long plane ride. It was a long flight home. You know what I'm saying? And it reminded me of two lions fighting in the jungle. If you ever watched Wildlife, two lions in the jungle fighting, right? And then one of them just quit and walk away, licking his wounds. Well, that's what y'all did, Colorado. Y'all got y'all ass kicked and y'all had a long flight home. And players is hurt. It was a very physical game. And you left there licking your wounds. So what we want y'all to do is we want y'all to take this time out. Take the rest of this week, go recover, and get ready for next week's game. You know, that's the thing about football. We're going to have to quickly put this loss behind us and prepare for next week's game. So that's the message. Buff Nation, we go see y'all next week. But that's what it is. So welcome back to the Powder Shop. It's your boy Lil Slim with another sports update specifically focused on Nebraska and Colorado. Also, I have to throw in there Travis Hunter. It was a bad look, Travis Hunter. I didn't see you at the press conference. I saw Shador out there by himself. Travis, you cannot get frustrated to the point where you don't feel like you want to talk to the media. That's going to be a problem in the pros. So, you know what I'm saying? If you wind up on the wrong side of an ass kicking, next time, you still need to come out and talk to the media. Because we want to talk to you and see what you got to say, whether you win or lose. A pro is come and talk to the media, win or loss. So, Travis, that was a bad look. And I'm going to let you know that we caught that. So, moving forward, please don't do that again. Come out to the press conference, talk like you're supposed to talk, and then go back and do what you got to do and go where you got to go. But I'm going to leave that there with y'all. It's your boy Lil Slim coming at you at Lil Slim TV. And like I said, I want to welcome you back to the Powder Shop, another sports update, and holla at your boy. One.